So the last question is question 11. 2 quarters and 3 dimes in a wallet. 2 coins are chosen at random. What's the probability of the value of the 2 coins being less than 30 cents? So the way to solve this is really with a kind of decision tree. My first choice could be quarter. My second choice could be quarter. Still my first choice could also be quarter. Or it could be dime, dime, or dime. These are the kind of 5 routes this could take. If it's quarters, my next coin could be, because I've pulled one of the quarters, that means there's 4 coins left. It could be a quarter, a dime, or a dime. And this one here is going to look the exact same way. If I pulled a dime first, I'd have 4 choices. It could be a quarter, not the other quarter, a dime, or a dime. Now, that's going to be the same here and here. So these situations are already a little bit more likely. And you can kind of count how many of these there are going to be. So for this one, there'll be 50 cents. And that's going to happen twice. Once here and once here. For these ones, it's going to be 10 and 25, which is 35. 35 and 35. So you know right away that for each coin you pull, if I pulled a quarter first, there's 4 other outcomes that come from that. If I pull the other quarter first, there's 4 outcomes that come from that, and that's what these would be. It'd be another 50, 35, 35, and 35. And that's if I pulled the next bunch of coins. So these over here are the totals for the 2 coin values I'd pull out. If I pulled a dime first instead, I could still have 10 and 25, which is 35, 35, 20, or 20. Now, this set of 4 is going to happen 3 times because there's 3 opportunities to pull a dime first. So keep in mind there would be another set of 35, 35, 20, 20, and another 35, 35, 20, and 20 if I completed the webs for this one and this one as well. So this shows me my total number of outcomes. I have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 different outcomes. And that should make sense because I have 5 choices of my first coin, 4 choices of my second coin. That's going to give me 20 total outcomes. So, knowing that, what's the probability of the value of 2 coins being less than 30 cents? Well, I just count. Probability is favorable over total. My total outcomes is 20. How many of those have less than 30 cents? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 20. Or you might have reduced that to 3 out of 10. What are the odds in favor of the value of the 2 coins being less than 30%? Odds are different. Odds are not favorable over total. They are favorable to unfavorable. So I already know the number of favorable outcomes is 6. How many are unfavorable? I can either count or subtract. If I do 20 minus 6, that's going to be 14. That's how many unfavorable there are. That's how many outcomes there were where there is not less than 30 cents. Or I could have just counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So my probability is 6 over 20. My odds are 6 to 14. And remember, odds, those 2 outcomes there, favorable and unfavorable, should add up, the number of them, to the total number of outcomes in your probability.